Hey, GenderqueerChat, Joe here. Several days late and several dollars short. Actually, were you? Oh, look at the mess behind me. Oh my God! No, I emptied my pockets. This morning I found like 20 bucks in change and fives in my pockets. Kind of a cool morning. So not so much several dollars short. Hey, look, I'm wearing but these are my normal eyes. They're green. I'm not wearing the crazy blue or purple contacts today. So anyway, long story short, I'm a few days late, but I'm going to upload a video anyway, and I'll probably just like squish it on Christina's day or something, because I didn't make my video on Sunday. I just couldn't get my shit together, and we didn't really have, we had a list, but it wasn't, anyway, Stacy sort of picked one off that list, so, and I'm watching Stacy's video right now, and I'm really enjoying it. What is your favorite thing about your gender journey? Sorry, gender identity. What is your favorite thing about your gender identity? I would have to say, there are so many. My favorite is that I am not confined to any one way of thinking, being, looking, or acting. I love the fact that the world is my oyster. I feel very good about just being me. And I guess someone who identifies as female or someone who identifies as male might say the same thing. That's their favorite part of their gender identity is being themselves. But I don't know how you can feel like you're yourself when you're confined to one section of a store, or one idea of beauty, or one idea of what's acceptable and what's not. Because in my world, there is no one way of being or acting or whatever. The world's my oyster. For example, I stopped wearing glasses about 2 weeks ago. I've started wearing contacts almost exclusively, and it's freaking me out a little bit because my face is a little bit more out there. I think I used to hide behind glasses. I love my glasses, don't get me wrong. I actually like them as a fashion statement, but because I feel very naked without glasses. And one thing I've had to come to terms with in the last few weeks is just my age. I've aged facially quite a bit in the last few years. In particular, I don't know if you can see, but see this business right here? See that? I look like I've been punched in the face. Both my eyelids kind of drooped in the last few years. It's just part of aging. I talked to my doctor about it. I thought I had Bell's palsy or something, but that's like your face kind of sags after time, and both my parents have kind of saggy eyelids. It's worse on one side than on the other. But I don't actually whine about it. I marvel at it because I didn't really notice it too much with glasses. I see it much more now without glasses. I think if I identified as female, I think I would have bought into the beauty myth, and I would have thought that that was unsightly, and oh my God, what's happening to my beauty? And for me, it's just a mark of being in my 40s, right? There's a lot of things I think that I don't buy into, beauty myths that I don't buy into, and I credit my gender identity with that. And I'm very, very grateful that I have the identity I do, because I don't feel like it's one way or the other for me. It's anyway. And it's also, a lot of my gender identity ties very much into my radical feminist ideas anyway about things like beauty that may or may not have anything to do with gender, because I think there's a bit of a beauty myth for men too. Not quite the same as it is for women, but I mean, there's certain societal norms as to what is considered to be a hot guy. A hot guy's supposed to look one way, right? Chiseled, tall, dark, and handsome, right? Like this business. Certain height is expected, a certain, jawline is expected for a man to be considered manly. Just like a woman is expected to have a certain body shape, certain symmetry in her face, certain features. Your eyes are supposed to be big, and your nose is supposed to be small, and, this type of thing. So the fact that I don't have gender notions means I don't have any notions on not only how I'm supposed to look, but I think whether or not I'm pretty, or whether or not society thinks I'm pretty, because I couldn't care less what society thinks, but just how good I feel in my own skin, And I do feel very good in my own skin. And it's been a bit of an awakening walking around with no glasses for the last couple of weeks, because, I look very different. I think people, nobody's really said anything. I think because I was wearing crazy blue contacts last week, and then purple ones last week, or a couple weeks ago, whatever. And, I think I play with appearance sometimes a little bit, and that's fun for me, to be just a bit here and a bit there and a bit everywhere. It's only a 5-minute video, but that's what I've got to say this week. I just wanted to share that my favorite part about my gender identity is the freedom that it affords me, and the mental freedom that I don't feel any sort of ties to a certain way of life. I feel very free to be me, and I'm grateful for it. Catch you guys next week. Sorry about being several days late. Bye-bye.